Are you ready for some spooky book talks? Mwahaha. So, it is Halloween coming up, so I decided to do some Halloween-inspired book talks for these 5. And the first one I'm going to do is one of my favorites. It's called The Graveyard Book by Neil Gaiman. And this story, I'm going to give you a preview of it because the beginning is so... it captures your attention right away. And it also offers illustrations so you can kind of see what this set the scene of this story. So I'm going to read this beginning and show you a few of the pictures and then give you a little, ooh, the lights are even going. All right. Chapter 1. How Nobody Came to the Graveyard. There was a hand in the darkness and it held a knife. The knife had a handle of polished black bone and a blade finer and sharper than any razor. If it sliced you, you might not even know you had been cut, not immediately. The knife had done almost everything it was brought to the house to do, and both the blade and the handle were wet. The street door was still open, just a little, where the knife and the man who had held it had slipped in, and wisps of nighttime mist slithered and twined into the house through the open front door. The man Jack paused on the landing. With his left hand he pulled a large white handkerchief from the pocket of his black coat, and with it he wiped off the knife and his gloved right hand which had been holding it. Then he put the handkerchief away. The hunt was almost over. He had left the woman in her bed, the man on the bedroom floor, the older child in her brightly colored bedroom surrounded by toys and half-finished models. The only left the little one, a baby, barely a toddler, to take care of. One more and his task would be done. He flexed his fingers. The man Jack was above all things a professional. Or so he told himself, and he would not allow himself to smile until the job was completed. His hair was dark and his eyes were dark, and he wore black leather gloves of the thinnest lambskin. The toddler's room was at the very top of the house. I'm just going to leave it there. So this little toddler that they're speaking of is left alone with no family. But he escapes out that front door that was left open, and across the street was a graveyard. So in this book, the ghosts of the graveyard are the ones who start taking care of this little toddler, and his name is Nobody Owens. He's 2 years old. So they kind of see what's happening in the scene from across the way, and they see that nobody needs help, and they want to raise him. So they actually raise him to become a boy that goes to school, and they take care of him just like they would any other child. But you'll see that you're worried for Nobody throughout the story because Jack wants to finish the job. He doesn't want any corners or seams left unturned, pages left unturned. So he's gonna go and try to find Nobody, and they have to try to protect him. So read to find out, what is it like to live in a graveyard and have ghosts as the people that take care of you? And does Jack ever get his revenge? You'll have to read to find out.